Of people that say, live your life to the fullest, but at no point does that mean you should live your life recklessly. Um, what I also learned from doing the part of Mimi is there's lots of people that live positively, but it's up to you to make sure you live well to the best of how you've been affected or infected by this disease. I think at some point Mimi was very reckless when it came to taking her medication and just generally just taking care of herself as a person. She was reckless. And she had an opportunity, as we can see from other characters who were positive but have still lived on. She had an opportunity to live on, but consequences had to follow for her not following the right medications, and by the time she tried to step up, it was a bit too late.
Thanks so much for that inspiring message and that inspiring performance. Now, we have definitely enjoyed following your story for the last 26 weeks or so, and all the best for the future. Okay, so now it's time to check up with our girl Lulu and announce our super fan. Thanks, Lulu. It has been fantastic working with you, by the way. And I do hope you guys out there continue the conversation on Facebook and on Twitter about your health because the conversation has just begun.
And I can't believe they're actually coming to an end. I mean, I really hope you were as entertained as we were. And of course, that you've taken out some ideas that you've seen from the show and realize that life can be complicated and people can be even more complicated. But at the end of the day, we have to take those choices in and actually make our own choices. And sometimes it seems like you don't have a choice, but you always do have a choice. And from our characters, I think they've showed us that we can learn a lot from them. Remember, use a condom all the time. Be faithful to your one partner. And if you have to, abstain. And if you're HIV positive, well, that is not the end of life, and you can actually live a full life from there. I think that's all it takes. I mean, you have to take care of yourself, and it requires you actually to be dedicated to take care of yourself. It might seem like these choices are harder to follow and harder to take through, but really just make that choice and stand up for it.
Yeah, Kazia, I mean, messages are easy to say, but harder to put in practice. And I hope we can at least all commit ourselves to having honest conversations that are ongoing about these topics. And we hope that Love Games Live has actually started these conversations and has been part of the process to getting us to think about our health. So, seems as though we're signing off for the last time and for the final time. Yeah, sad to say. Zambia, love safely and good night.
Bye.
You play with my emotions. Why do you play with my emotions? Hey, play with my emotions. Why do you play with my emotions? Hey, love games live. Yeah.
Hello and welcome.